We did a lot of great work, but I don't see us working again. You know?
Really?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Was there a reason why you're not working again?
I mean, it's a lot of reasons.
What's up, everybody? This is the world-famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Listen, y'all. Apparently, there's some issues between Nas and producer Hit Boy. Yes, that Hit Boy, the one that Nas did about 6 albums with. Apparently, Nas and Hit Boy are not on speaking terms for whatever reason currently at the moment. For those wondering where all of this is coming from, well, yeah, apparently on social media, a clip of a recent interview with Vlad, Elliott Wilson, and Hit Boy revealed this issue between Hit Boy and Nas. And for those who miss the clip that everyone is talking about, let's check it out right here.
I spoke to Nas in 3 years. We did 80 songs in 3 years. Nigga.
Wow.
I haven't spoke to Nas.
You guys went on a run. How many albums?
We did 6 albums, 80 songs.
I still can't believe you did that.
6
Produced
albums.
every single song on his album that won a Grammy.
Because you know, we would go years like we can't get Nas to make an album. There would be like all the controversy, but where's, you know?
I got to put this out here, right? Because can't do this interview without mentioning this.
Let's do it.
For a long time, I used to say that after Illmatic, Nas was the worst beat picker of all time.
Oh, you started that.
I started that. When you see that, it came from this guy.
Because I
was frustrated album after album. He had his moments, but I felt like the magic from Illmatic, which is one of my favorite albums, period.
Yeah.
He couldn't quite match that after.
Do you think he stopped? Because with Illmatic, he had like the great producers, East Coast producers of that time.
Yeah.
Premier, Large Professor. Did you think he stopped like really collaborating producers and trusting producers? Like in a way, he finally probably did with you.
We did a lot of great work, but I don't see us working again. You know?
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Was there a reason why you're not working again?
I mean, it's a lot of reasons, you know what I mean? But it's something I just really don't want to dig too deep in because it's just like pretty deep, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, respect to what we did get accomplished in 3 years.
Hit Boy and Nas, they are not, you know, working together anytime soon. I mean, you know, 80 records, that's a lot of music, right? And for whatever reason, you know, Nas, or should I say Hit Boy, he doesn't really want to go into what exactly went down, right? Or explain the reason for why, you know, they won't be working together anytime soon. But for the record, like I said, just giving y'all a quick rundown. Nas and Hit Boy first connected in the studio and instantly generated 3 song ideas on day one. Between 2020 and 2023, the duo locked into an unprecedented creative hot streak, recording roughly 80 songs and releasing 6 studio albums across 2 distinct trilogies, okay? The King's Disease trilogy, the Magic trilogy, okay? And I ain't gonna front. I like all of the records. I know a lot of people have high expectations of Nas because of Illmatic, which is understandable. But again, you know, like I said, this man is considered, you know, arguably the GOAT in rap. You know what I mean? Greatest of all time. You can debate that all day if you want. But, you know, according to research, right, as we see here, says, listen, the beef, what happened? While there was never a public exchange of diss tracks, the partnership has definitely dissolved, exposing an underlying rift, okay? The 3-year silence. In August 2026, as we just seen, Hit Boy appeared on VladTv and shocked fans by revealing that he and Nas have not spoken in 3 years. This means that even during the rollout of their final albums in 2023, communication had already frozen behind the scenes. So, listen, is it about the business? A lot of people are speculating that it could be over master ownership and imprints, right? Or possible bad publishing contracts, right? Again, this is all speculation through social media. But the point is, what happened? Because again, 80 records, you would assume that Nas and Hit Boy, you know, they have a tight relationship, right? For whatever reason, you know, I hope this isn't about the business, but again, according to the research, they're saying speculation heavily suggests standard industry business friction. Okay, Nas released the projects through its independent imprint, Mass Appeal Records. Observers note that while they may have split song royalties 50-50, Hit Boy likely did not get ownership of the core master recordings, okay? And again, when it comes to just possibility of it being around bad publishing contracts, according to the research, Hit Boy has previously been open about being trapped in a restrictive long-term legacy publishing deals from early in his career. Some reports indicate that the massive volume of work he did for Nas didn't count towards fulfilling his prior contractual requirements, leaving him creatively fulfilled but logistically strained. Okay, so listen, y'all. Very unfortunate because, again, these men made incredible music. Like I said, we understand in the rap game, very high expectations when it comes to Nas. You even seen Vlad, right, come up with his own theory, right, his own I don't want to say narrative, but essentially that's what it is. Came up with his own narrative of saying that Nas is one of the worst beat pickers of all time, which I disagree. Nas had several incredible albums, again, to the standard of an Illmatic. You can see why people would be disappointed, but listen, he has several classic albums, right? And even with these trilogies that he's did with Hit Boy, I could argue they've created masterpieces in these 80 records that they recorded. Right? They kind of set a new standard for a lot of the OGs moving, in rap today, because again, with streaming, right, robbing a lot of artists of most of their revenue and their earnings, there's really no reason for artists to put out new music today, right? But just as a creative, having that inspiration to essentially want to create for your fans, for your audience, I mean, listen, Nas clearly sharpens his pen every day, frequently. But it's unfortunate to see something like this happen because, again, the magic, no pun intended, that was created during all of this. Listen, people, gravitated towards it. I mean, history was made. Nas winning a Grammy at this point in his career. Yo, for whatever reason, hopefully, they can get back to speaking terms. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on Nas and Hit Boy and their apparent issues? Again, do you agree with some of the speculation about, the publishing, the contract, again, business? You know what I mean? If that's the case, it's very unfortunate, but y'all let me know down in the comment section below. With that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Again, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.
Salute, world. I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out this amazing poetry book by author Linwood Jackson Jr. titled Becoming Wrestling with Life, all right? Available right now at Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, but if you want to order your copy today, make sure to hit the link in the description, all right? Recently, Linwood Jackson Jr. sat down on Conversations with Rip, and we had an interesting dialogue about religion versus spirituality in 2026. So if you want to check out the full interview, make sure to hit the link in the description. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for supporting the platform. And if you're interested in promoting your business, your brand, your book, music, listen, hit us up at Forgotten Kings TV. That's with a Z at gmail.com. And listen, we can have that conversation today. All right, again, appreciate the support, but let's get back to the clip.
Pain is necessary, but at the same time, I think it depends on what you do with that pain. Because as a writer, I love to write in a state of emotional dreariness. Emotion is necessary for art. Any kind of art, you need to be able to sense a loss of yourself in order for that art to shine in the beauty that it's supposed to be. And I don't think that's just held to art. I think that that's held to everything. And I think that if a society and a culture and a community of a culture and society has been so beat down and felt pain and has yet to do anything about that collectively, I think that that pain has become a source of something else than what it needs to be, or that pain has been somehow structurally conceived to be defined in a way to where it can be a coping mechanism. We're going to cope through this pain now, and we're going to have this as our story, our continuing epic, but at the same time, the revelation of the necessary pain and alleviation from pain never taking place, one has to question what pain actually is to be defined as to such a community.